feeling stressed and burnt out? Hello, my successful and healthy earthlings. Mihaela Ragush here, naturopath and founder of the Natural Health Podcast. In this episode today, I'm going to share with you a fruit that may just be able to assist you in your burnout and your stress. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to give you an opportunity to join a health and success oriented community by joining the newsletter, clicking below. Welcome to the Natural Health Podcast. We bring awareness, sustainable health in the business hustle space. The Natural Health Podcast is perfect for the high-performing, business-minded individuals who want to work with their biochemistry to achieve success and optimal health. It's Tuesday, which means it's time for this week's top product review. Let's get straight into it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the issue of stress and being burnt out. And you might be thinking, oh, Mihaela, stress, it's everywhere. We can't overcome it. I'm not here to provide you with a solution to delete stress out of your life. I'm here to provide you a solution that may assist you in managing your stress and understanding that it is there and being strong enough and letting your body being vital enough to hopefully overcome it or manage it in a way that is possible for you and that feels right for you. And this fruit that I want to talk about may just be able to help with that. Because when we are stressed out and when we're burnt out, our neurotransmitters are used up. We need to make more neurotransmitters. We need to make more hormones, which means we are utilizing our minerals, our vitamins like crazy. It's burning through it. It's kind of like a car that you're revving and you're just using up that fuel. That's exactly what's happening inside of your body, right? So essentially, you feel totally burnt out, which makes sense. And you're like, why am I feeling like that? It's because your body is utilizing all of these minerals and vitamins in a short period of time, right? So what am I going to be talking about today? I'm actually talking about a berry. I'm talking about the Acerola berry, Acerola berry. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not 100% sure. But look, actually it's called cherry. So contrary to its name, it's actually not a cherry. It's produced cherry-like berries. That's where I got it from, because it's actually a berry, right? Confusion galore. But essentially, why am I talking about this is because it is an absolutely amazing cherry berry and it is extremely high in vitamin C. This fruit contains a huge amount of ascorbic acid in the range of 1,500 to 4,500 mgs to 100 grams, which is around 50 to 100 times more than of an orange or a lemon. And we're always saying, orange and lemons are really high in vitamin C. It's really great for you. But hey, this cherry berry is like so much higher than that, right? It's the richest natural source of ascorbic acid in the world, whose vitamin C content is comparable to only camu, which is also a very a fruit that's very high in vitamin C. So it's actually reported that the vitamin C of Acerola, that's how you pronounce it, I guess, is better absorbed by human beings than synthetic ascorbic acid. So you're better taking this cherry berry, than you are taking synthetic ascorbic acid, because our body is going to absorb it better. So what we need to understand is that vitamin C deficiency is widely associated with stress-related diseases, right? Although the efficiency of this vitamin in stress-related disorders is less established, several studies showed that vitamin C ascorbic acid supplementation produce an antidepressant effect in improved mood and reduced stress, which is absolutely amazing, right? Because what we need to look at, we need to understand that vitamin C is overlooked. Because in the body's stress response system, it's overlooked in the body's stress response system because the adrenal glands require vitamin C to stay healthy and manufacture adrenal hormones that cope with stress, such as cortisol. The more cortisol is made, so the more stressed you are, the more cortisol is made, the more vitamin C is used, right? And so vitamin C is so essential to the entire HPA, hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, which I always blab on about, and it is absolutely essential to keep our body in homeostasis. So during stress, vitamin C disappears from the bloodstream at an extremely rapid rate. This means that whether someone is exercising, which is so-called good stress, or dealing with a heavy life situations, which we can see as bad stress, your adrenal glands are pushing through and eating through that vitamin C, and it needs to be replenished, right? And this is why this cherry berry is absolutely brilliant to replenish your vitamin C levels. There you have it. I made a little link within 5 minutes about how this berry high in vitamin C is going to assist with your stress. Here, luckily in Australia, I found a company that makes 100% natural and organic Acerola cherry powder, and they are called Jungle Nutrition, and their organic powder is available at www.junglenutrition.com.au. I'm absolutely excited, and I hope that you all get your vitamin C levels in, because you have to remember vitamin C goes through your body and you need to replenish it. It doesn't stay in your body. It's not fat soluble, it's water soluble, so therefore it needs to be replenished. And the more stressed you are, the more vitamin C you're using, the more depleted you are of vitamin C. There you have it. And remember, humans cannot actually produce their own vitamin C, so we need to get it from external sources such as this cherry berry. There you have it. I hope that you utilize vitamin C in your everyday life. And thank you so much for joining the Natural Health Podcast. Remember, the missing link between failure and success is your health. Content and information provided here is opinion of Mahela Raguse and is for information purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. It is not intended to provide medical advice or take the place of medical advice or any current treatment you're undertaking. Consult your own medical professionals for any medical issues that you may be having. This entire disclaimer also applies to any guests or contributors to the Natural Health Podcast. It is advised that you consult your doctor or healthcare professional in relation to any health concerns you may be having. Mahela Raguse does not take responsibility for any health consequences which occur from a person listening, viewing, or reading this content. Under no circumstances shall the Natural Podcast, Mahela Raguse, any guests or contributors to the Natural Podcast, or any employees, associates, or affiliates of Mahela Raguse be responsible for damages arising from the information provided on the Natural Podcast. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as medical advice to treat any medical conditions in either yourself or others. Please note, if you're taking prescription, do not stop your medication or start a new protocol, including but not limited to supplements, diet, lifestyle changes without consulting your doctor or healthcare professional. If you or any person has a medical concern, you should consult with your healthcare provider or seek other professional medical advice. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something that you have read or heard on the Natural Podcast or in any linked materials. If you think you may have a medical emergency, call your doctor or emergency services immediately. Neither Mahela Raguse nor the publisher of this content takes responsibility for the possible health consequences of any person or persons reading or listening or following the information in the educational content.